As soon as the movie starts, we are shown a few years ago, where some workers are working in a mine. A doctor is also there to keep an eye on them. The workers felt some radiations there, and he thought that maybe there is uranium here. And he was very happy. They ordered huge machinery here and started working. As soon as they started working, the land starts going into a cave. So the doctor takes his team and goes inside the cave. So there he finds a skeleton of a huge animal. When the doctor looks at it, he realizes that it is not a skeleton. Rather, it is a huge animal that was sleeping here. And when the sunlight came on, it became alive. And then we are shown that the animal had gone out of the cave and went towards the sea. On the other side, we are shown a scientist in Japan. He was talking to someone on the phone, that the place from where the animal had come out, the earthquake was coming this far. There is a plant there. He says that if it continues like this, then I will have to finish my plant. Then his wife comes, and he takes his wife and son forward and goes from there. He tells his wife that the earthquakes that are coming, I don't think it's a good thing. So until then, you will be with me in my plant, with my team. Then we are shown the same scientist in a lab who was finding out where these earthquakes actually came from, but none of them knew anything. So he says that all the machineries should be turned off, because we don't know what these earthquakes are, and what if they harm us? With this, the earthquake again begins to come there, and the scientist's wife was in chamber. She starts running from there, and because of the blast in the chamber, a poisonous gas starts pouring towards her. The scientist moves forward to save his wife, but by then it was too late, and the gas was spreading all over the cabin. So his wife tells him to close the door before the gas reaches here. And unintentionally, the scientist has to close the door. And after that, he gets very sad because his wife was inside. She tells him to take care of our son Ford. And with this, the entire plant is destroyed due to radiation. Ford was also seeing all this from his school. Now we are shown 15 years later. Ford had now become a soldier. And after a few months of training, he came back home. He was now married. His wife gets a call that Ford's dad has been caught by the police. Ford hated his dad because he thought that his mother died because of him. But on his wife's request, he goes to meet him. And he goes to get his father released from the police. Then when they both come home, his father tells him that son, it was not an accident. Rather, there were some radiations behind him. And we are still feeling the same thing. Again. And he was arrested because he went to the place where the police refused to go. He tells that his friend also noted the voice frequency. That is, strange sounds come from there. So I will have to go there and see. And it will have to prove that the blast on the plant that day was not an accident. Then Ford also goes there with his father. Now they note that there was no toxic gas or radiation there. The police come again and take them both with them. And there is the same doctor who was shown in the starting scene of the movie. They all ask the scientist, why do you go there again and again? So he tells everything that he wanted to do. The doctor is very surprised to hear this, because he didn't even know this much information. They are doing some experiments on something like a big stone there. Suddenly the stone starts to shake. So they throw electricity on it. The stone breaks and a very big creature comes out of it. It was very big, and creature was throwing something like electricity on people. And then we are shown that the creature frees itself and comes out of the plant, and gets up from there. The next day the captain comes and tells the doctor to go with him. The doctor takes the scientist and Ford with him. But in this case, the scientist was very injured. There his head tells him that this creature is not an ordinary creature. When the radiation of the earth was reduced, it went into the depths of the sea, so that he could take his energy from there. He tells that our company was also made to find him. He has not died yet, and his name was Godzilla. And this was the same animal that people thought to be an earthquake. And it came to a plant in Japan, because it needed a place where it could take a lot of energy. After that we are shown that the scientist dies there. And they are very worried that today he is dead, tomorrow someone else can die. Suddenly the head gets a call that strange radiations are coming from the sea. And they come to know that that creature is present there. And he was eating a nuclear bomb there, because he needed energy. But along with this, they were also getting signals from something else. Some people were sent there, who see that a very big animal is coming out of the sea. It was actually the same dangerous creature that had come to the city, and everyone was very scared of it. And with it we are shown Godzilla, which was screaming with anger. The next day, The news comes on TV that creature escaped from Godzilla. Now that dangerous creature is going to the sea and getting more animals with it. The doctor's team member says that a long time ago we found 2 eggs. One of those eggs, a creature came out and went to the same plant in Japan. And we don't know what happened to the other egg. It was safely placed in one place. When some people are sent there to see the other egg, they see that the newborn creature has escaped from the egg. It turns out that the other egg belonged to the same dangerous creature, and it was going to some other city and causing destruction. Then we are shown that the doctor is watching the footage of the other creature on TV. There he notes that this creature has no wings, like the first creature. When they do research, they find out that it is a female, and the first creature was male. Now, because Ford was also a soldier, he is sent with the army so that they can stop those creatures. On the other hand, the captain tells us that those creatures are doing a lot of destruction. So the head tells them that we have to blow them up with a very dangerous bomb. So the captain says that it will benefit them, because they need nuclear energy. And if they are stronger than this. So the head says that what can we do except this? We have to take the risk. Those 2 creatures were going to a sea to restore their energy, because they got a lot of radiation from the depth of the sea. And Godzilla was coming to kill them on the other side. So these people also go to the same sea, and they keep the nuclear bomb with them. Ford was also keeping an eye on them. That bomb was kept on a port. The male creature comes and attacks that port, and he takes the nuclear bomb and goes away from there. Now those 2 creatures took that bomb and went away from there, because they got that thing, with which they were going to get a lot of energy. This plan of the army and the head was completely wasted. They think that maybe Godzilla can save us all. Then we are shown that those creatures were causing a lot of destruction in other city. But luckily Godzilla also comes there, and the army was also there. When Godzilla comes in front of this creature, and these people start fighting, they were very big, and while fighting they were destroying a lot of things. So everyone moves back. Here only the male creature was present. So Godzilla was able to fight him easily, and he was going to kill him. But the female creature comes from behind and attacks him. And now Godzilla was fighting these 2 alone. For Godzilla, it was very difficult to kill them both. On the other hand, the army gets a lot of eggs under the ground, which were given for females. And it was very difficult to defeat them for Godzilla. The army comes out by putting a timer on a bomb. And soon the bomb blasts and all eggs got explode. When the male and female creatures see this, they start worrying about their eggs. And they both run away from Godzilla. Now with that explosion, Godzilla got the benefit that the radiation of that explosion started going like energy in Godzilla. And he used the same energy and threw it on those 2 creatures. And now Godzilla was very strong. And he was fighting both the creatures with full power. And here Godzilla kills the male creature. So the female creature gets very angry. And she was also angry that the army killed her eggs. So she goes to the fort. But Godzilla comes from behind and catches her, and opens her mouth and puts all the radiations in her mouth, which causes her death. The Ford was also very wounded here, but the army takes him away to heal him. The next day we are shown Godzilla. People were thinking that he is dead, but he was tired and lying down with his eyes closed. Suddenly he wakes up and starts walking back to the sea. In fact, he had not come here to harm anyone. His enmity was only with those dangerous creatures. And now as he kills them, he goes back to the sea. And now it is shown that the Ford also went to his wife and son. And everything here gets better. With this, the movie also ends. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like, share, and give us your feedback on this video.